So
Wait,
basically,
you hear that?
no.
Yeah, that's because I remembered to keep it muted this time.
Oh, me too. I hit mute browser. We didn't have a weird intro this time, except for we had to acknowledge it, and it made it weird.
Oh, my bad. Should I have not acknowledged it?
No, it's okay. Next week we won't. Also, my lips are so chapped, and I'm only noticing right now that in the intro picture, my lips are severely chapped. And my lips are chapped now, and I need a new picture.
Okay, we'll take a new picture, and
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, welcome to the
pickup line. Chapstick.
Huh?
Maybe you should go get some chapstick.
Maybe you should get some chapstick.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to the pickup line, everybody. I'm Hannah Vaughn.
And I'm Ethan Micheal.
Hi, Ethan Micheal. Oh my goodness, how long have we been doing this together?
Over a year.
A year and a couple months, right? Did we start in November?
Right.
And
I can't believe we've been doing it so long.
It's the new year almost, everybody. Ring, 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 ring. Get your kissers ready.
And speaking of which, next week, we're going to do date disasters. So if you have a date disaster, make sure you're in front of that screen and give us a call next week.
Yep.
And you can give us a call tonight if you want.
You can call in most times.
Yeah, you call most of the time about mostly anything. Anything relating to dating and sex, nothing related to religion and politics, though. Unless, of course, there's a difference in you're like, hey, I don't know what to do. My partner is a right-wing Christian and I'm a liberal atheist. What do I do? In that scenario.
No, I was kidding. It can work. My parents had me.
Can it? It does for some people. I was married to, well, fortunately, it was a left-leaning Christian, not a right-leaning
Like a
Christian.
Progressive, like a liberal.
Right, a progressive Christian. But I was still married to a Christian at one point that was convinced I was indeed going to hell. So that was...
Dude, that's cray-cray. I mean, it's not like cray-cray because it's so common, but I just can't relate because I'm in Scotland right now.
Yeah, before the show started, Hannah was doing one of her lovely accents. So I meant to ask you this. What are all the accents you can do?
It's not up to
one
me.
You do really well, and I don't remember what it is.
No, I don't know. It just happens randomly. I don't know which one it is because I don't hear what it sounds like, but I just randomly
is it the English one?
I don't know. I randomly slip into accents. I don't have control over it. It's up to whatever character decides to come out.
Man.
That sounded so stupid. It sounded a lot funnier in my head.
So you can't do it on command?
I can do it on command, but not when someone asks me to, because then there's pressure. But anyway, I'm not really in Scotland. I'm in Texas, but I'm manifesting that 2022, everyone's going to get vaccinated so I can go to Scotland. Also, people will stop dying. That's a cool perk too. But also, in the spirit of Scotland, I'm drinking a whiskey that I have been wanting for 3 years. Created by Sam Hewen from Outlander. Thank you for the birthday wish, Ameet, and thank you for the super chat. My birthday was yesterday. My Christmas present came a little late, but this is Sassenach whiskey. It sells out every time it goes on the market really quick, and my lovely partner snagged me a bottle for this. It was for Christmas. I have a Christmas birthday, so it's hard for me to remember which is what present was for what, because I get so many. No, it's not true. But that was a birthday gift. No, that was a Christmas gift. My birthday was yesterday. I turned 28 years old.
Oh, you're such a baby.
I know. And I think I'm the only 20-something-year-old that's actually excited for 30. 30 is prime, man. 30.
Wait. Sorry. Why are you excited to turn 30?
I don't know.
30.
I think it's because a lot of people I hang out with are I'm one of the babies in the group. And then I'm one other person, and I used to being the oldest, and so I guess maybe I miss that dynamic a little bit. I mean, I don't know how being 30 would change that because everyone's still aging along with me. But 30 is you're still super hot, and for relatively your health hasn't started declining as much as it will when you're older, and you're financially stable and pretty much have things figured out hopefully by then. And I feel I've been gradually getting there, and I'm just not worried about 30. 30 is a whole another decade of I'm not old yet and I'm still hot and I'm financially independent, you know, like, it sounds great.
So if 30 is still super hot, at what age do you stop being super hot?
Oh, the limit does not exist. But I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
okay.
society still kind of like, unless you're like a dumb kid who's like, you're like 30, which like someone said that to me when I was like 25. And I was like, you know, you're going to be 30 one day too. Like, why do you act like this is only happening to me? Like,
Right.
like, I'm going to wish you a happy birthday on your 30th birthday and make you feel like shit. But anyway, I'm enjoying a nice scotch because I'm ringing in the new year early. Well, it's still technically Yule, so like I'm celebrating, and it's technically, I'm just gonna say it's still my birthday.
Well, we can still celebrate your birthday here on the pickup line right now, Hannah.
It is my birth week. I was born on a Wednesday at 10 after 2 a.m. Sorry, Mom. On December 29th, 1993. And now people can find my like personal.
Yeah, why would you give that away?
I don't know. I don't. What do I have that people are gonna like take from me? Like,
okay,
they're gonna take our social security. So fine, you take all my debt. You ain't gonna get much. No, I'm doing fine. I'm almost 30, so I'm supposed to be doing fine. No, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, people have ways. If someone really wants to like steal my identity, like they're gonna find a way to do it. I don't know if that's true. I think I'm actually pretty foolish with my personal information. Funny story regarding that. This isn't related to dating yet. We'll get to it, but this is a funny story. I went to go see Penn and Teller in Vegas. And
I love Penn and Teller, and I've never seen them.
I got to meet them.
You did?
Well, they're very, very nice, and they like come out and meet like everyone who attended their show afterward, and just like do photo ops and say, hey, like it goes really quick and everyone's crowding them. But like, if you're patient, like you'll get a photo with them, and they're very like they don't just like stand there, like they're like interactive and like very friendly. But anyway, I was brought up on stage and they said, before I went on stage, they said, who's willing to give like a password? And I was like, I don't care, because you know me, I'm just like, here's my social security number is no. So they brought me on stage. I wrote it on a little piece of paper, and then I put it into a jar. Excuse me. No, I put it in a bag that was then put in a jar. So I was like, sleight of hand, cameras, I don't know, special like Wi-Fi pen, I don't know. And then they brought it up into the ceiling with like a rope and smashed the bottle. And when it landed, they like brought up this whiteboard, and my password was written on it. And like, I don't have, my password isn't like password, you know, or something stupid, or like my birthday or anything. It's like super random. And I was quite impressed. I don't believe in magic, but I believe in very talented, what do they call them? Thomas would be really mad at me right now. Illusionists? I don't know.
Yeah, like illusionists, magicians.
Yeah, I mean, you could still call them magicians, but like it's not magic, but yeah.
Right.
So anyway.
Well, it is magic. It's
magical.
Yes.
Yes, it's a magical experience.
Dude, I love that. Oh my God. Did I ever tell you the magician story?
No.
Or should I let you finish your story first?
No, that was my story. They guessed my password. They found out my password and wrote it for everyone in the audience to see. And I was like, no one knows what that password's for.
I have a creepy magician story.
Okay.
So, okay. For those that don't know, if you don't know me, I can get overly excited. I can be like a child sometimes.
No.
Like, oh my God, dude, and get really, really happy.
That's what he does.
And I don't sometimes think about things because my childlike instincts will take over. Well,
get excited.
This man and his wife came. This is when I was a server. I was 16 years old. This man and his wife came in, and the dude starts doing magic. So immediately I'm hypnotized. Like, this is awesome.
I love magic tricks.
Yeah. So we ended up talking for a while. He needs computer work done. I want to learn magic. So, we exchange information. I end up going to his house. His wife's not there. And yeah.
What are you doing in my room, step magician?
So he has me look at his computer, and he all of a sudden, all this porn starts popping up, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know how that got there," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And I'm just in my own world, like thinking, like, "Oh my god, can I just get to the magic part?" So I'm like, "Yeah, just click this," and he's like, "Yeah, this is weird. It keeps popping up." I'm like, "Yeah, you must have a virus or something, dude. Just close the shit." Like, I wasn't like paying attention to what was going on. I was just like
trying to help them.
Right. I was kind of oblivious. So eventually we sit down, we go to do the magic. He's inching closer to me, and I'm just in my own world, like just all excited, like a child. And then eventually, all of a sudden, he puts his hand on my leg. And that's when I was like, whoa, dude. And he was a big dude. He was probably like,
you want to see some magic, like, young man?
275 pounds. Like, this was a big, old,
like intimidating.
Old. Yeah, intimidating, but also old dude. And I'm 5'10". At that point, I'm probably 120 pounds soaking wet.
This is when you were a minor. This guy was literally a predator.
Dude, yeah.
You were preyed upon and with magic. So, oh my God.
And you know what? Here's the funny part.
Go to jail.
This whole time, like every time I've told this story, I've told it in a humorous way because it's comical. I'm like in my own world. But when I really, after many, many years, sat and thought about it, I'm like, okay, this actually isn't funny. It's kind of fucked up. Because what would have happened if I hadn't been the person that would have been like, dude, and like just left? Like,
yeah, like you just felt like too intimidated to say no, or like something, you know?
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So kind of fucked up. Still a little bit funny. Just because
I think it's funny because of your nature and like how like you like were so like just excited about. I mean, you were a kid. Like it's very on brand for you, where you're just like, I have no idea someone's hitting on me. They're supposed to be showing me a magic trick.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I do have to say this though. I feel like that's one of the like classic, like we don't take like male RAPE seriously because like it's supposed to be like funny, like for some reason, or like it doesn't happen. It is comical because like I mean, hey, if you feel like it's funny, it is something that happened to you. I joke about my trauma all the time. People are like, you shouldn't be laughing. I'm like, you shouldn't be telling me how I should be coping with my shit. Because
that's how same.
Yeah, like it's like situation wise, like there's such thing as like situational comedy. Like, sorry, but it's not funny that he was a fucking predator.
No, that's not funny at all.
Yeah, you can find humor in the fact that it was humor is like laughing is reaction to the unexpected. Doesn't always mean it's funny, doesn't mean it's okay. But it is something, and humor can happen when unexpected things happen. Well, where was I going with this? I think it's funny because it's absurd. Like I don't think it's funny because it's okay. It's just like that is an absurd fucking situation.
Right. But it really is. And realistically, I should have like probably told my parents.
Yeah. But hey, a lot of these things go unreported, and that's not funny. No, but I think your innocence is a little comical. The fact that you were just like waiting for magic. Nope, this guy was a fucking weirdo. I'm glad nothing happened to you. In all seriousness, that's super fucked.
It really is.
Yeah, but so anyway, I did not expect that to go that way. I mean, I expected it to go that way, but I forgot like the fact that in the middle or in the very beginning, you're like, I was 16. I'm like, whoa.
I was a kid and he was an old man. I'd have to say late 50s, early 60s. Late 50s.
Yeah.
That's so creepy. Huh.
I think part of why I thought it was funny is because I was picturing that happened to you like recently until I realized you're a kid. And like the more I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, I really don't fucking like that.
No, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I could tell you another fucked up story, but that could actually change the route of this show, and it could go down a very different path.
Do we have to do this tonight? I'm drinking whiskey, trying to have a good time in Scotland. Okay,
so that's what I'm thinking. Is I won't tell you the other story. I'll save that for another time, so we can keep it on an upbeat path.
Okay, I just like really want to clarify before I get like taken out of context. I don't think that predatory behavior is funny. Okay.
No,
Okay.
me neither.
All right.
I am laughing about my own unawareness in situations and just how excited I get and oblivious I can be.
Because you're still fucking like that.
I absolutely.
Like, yeah.
If I get excited about something.
I assume this happened to you like recently. Like, oh yeah,
Honestly,
okay, I can see that happening.
It probably could, because I am very oblivious sometimes. I just get so like enamored by certain things that I'll just like go ahead first.
Yeah, I've been known to do that. Thank you, Secular Rarity. I was just like, this is why public speaking does some kind of it gets a little tricky sometimes. Oh yeah, Ameet says Ethan's delivery is entertaining, but the Predator is not. Thank you. Okay, I'm like sweating in my britches. I don't know.
Really? Dude, if anyone takes this wrong, it's my story. So I'm the one that can be upset about this.
You just never fucking know, man. People
That's
be out
true,
to get
but,
people
like,
be out to get you sometimes, watching everything you do. I always feel like nobody watches me. No one
learned that from doing YouTube. Is there like I've always wanted to make everybody happy, and it's just not going to happen. Like there are certain guests or a certain guest I had on that I've already gotten some hate for, and it's like,
sorry,
I can't please everybody. Like I remember when I first started my channel, there was a guest that I was warned not to have on, a mutual friend of yours and mine. And like, if you have him on, we're going to be done with you. And this person is this and this. And it's just like, oh my God, you just like, I just want to grab this person, shake him and be like, you just hate everybody. Like,
if you associate with a person I don't like, then everyone's going to hate you. Like, okay.
Yes. And that is one thing I would advise other newer content creators: don't let a bigger YouTuber bully you into doing something you don't want to do, or doing something, not doing something you want to do.
Yeah,
I didn't let them. I got discouraged, but I didn't let it happen.
Yeah, I think that like criticism is still valid, but it's like people cannot tell you like you may not do this on your platform.
But it basically has happened before.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you consider me a friend, you won't do this or you won't. It's like, no, at the end of the day, while I will always say this is our channel because it is, the final say comes down to me at the end.
This is your baby, man. I don't think anyone like expects any
someone can't tell me what I can or can't do.
Yeah. But I think you're pretty open to criticism. Like you're a good listener and stuff. But
I mean, and I think like before I had this guest on and other guests on, we have our YFNA chat that I'll ask advice in, like, is this person okay? What are the issues or potential repercussions? Like I have people I chat with regarding this to try to avoid from doing anything stupid. There was oh shit, I want to say his name, but I don't.
That's okay. No, what's
you know what? No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's your channel, dude. You say what you want.
Okay, I won't say it.
Okay. I'm like, don't
All I was gonna say
was
there was a really, really big name I was gonna have on. And after I found out about some scandals against said person, it was like, whoa. I was just gonna have him on. He agreed to it. And then when I had spoken with the YFNA chat and they're like, do you know about this? And I looked at these articles they sent me and I was like, holy shit, like there's some possible sexual misconduct going on. Oh. I want nothing to do with that.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, I think our whole kind of little community or whatever you want to say, we get to make our own fucking decisions. That's the whole reason we're here. So moving on.
Rarity, thank you for the $5 super chat. Last YFNA episode of the year. Seriously, y'all rock. Thank you both. Can't wait to see what happens in 2022. Me neither. Brainbug, haven't seen you in this chat in a long time. Nice to see you.
Hi, Brainbug. How are you? Thank you, Secularity, for the super chat. So gosh, we've spent 20 minutes not even talking about like what we intended.
I know. 20 minutes in and we haven't even started. Okay, so what we were going to do is kind of go over all the topics we covered for the year. we'll try and breeze through them. But the first one of the year was falling in and out of love. So,
was that our first episode or our first one of the year?
No, first episode of the year.
Okay.
I can go back and check our first episode title.
No. That's we're not doing like an anniversary. We'll save that for an anniversary.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, so
falling in and out of love. Interesting. I remember falling in love.
And I wish I would have rewatched that episode prior to, because I'm curious. It's hard to remember, but I'm curious of what I said on the topic, because my position on falling in and out of love has changed dramatically over the year. But
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Love is like different for me every time. And I think I said that in the show, is that like, well, there's similarities, you have like the same, very similar chemicals going off, but like, I don't think you can only fall in love once. And I've been in love many times.
I have only fallen in love once. And I will say it was not to the person I was married to. Yes, you heard that right. I got married and I was not in love with that person. I loved them very much, but I was not in love with them.
Do they know this already? Do they already know that?
I don't know. Maybe not. Does she already? Yes, she knows that. Yes. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like, did the audience know it? I'm like,
no. I think you've talked about like your marriage before, but I would hate to be like your ex-wife and then be like, Bebop, I'm gonna watch this episode. Oh, he was never in love with me. Oh, that's great. I found that over YouTube. But it sounds like what you guys had was pretty, no, I know what you guys had was pretty like amicable in lots of ways. So like, yeah. So you've only been in love one time?
One time out of all my X amount of years I've been alive. One time.
How freaking Disney are fucking you? I always have this like grandiose idea of love and romance where like love is gonna change, like save the world, and like you're gonna find the one soulmate person, and I was waiting for someone to save me and be the one person, and then I fell in love like 400 times, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I get really like attached to people sometimes. I think it might just be an unhealthy like fixation I have on people in the beginning. So who knows? I don't know. I mean,
speaking of like being in love and partners, Holy Kool-Aid, thanks for the $10 super chat. Happy New Year. Here's to another great year of shows. Yes.
Thank you. I love you, baby.
That was so cute.
So okay, tell me about it.
I actually meant to watch this. Purple Rhymes with Orange had apparently like a 24-hour Christmas stream. I forgot who recommended it, but it was open to anyone who could join to kind of get them away, if they didn't have anybody for the holiday. So
that's really nice.
Yeah,
the holidays can be really hard for a lot of people. Even if you do have someone, sometimes it's difficult. But that's a great idea. I wish I could have popped in for a little bit just because, I don't know. I like making new friends. I love you. I love you. Tell me about the one and only Ethan, Micheal.
Well, that could be a long story. So let's just move on to the next topic. Because we've got like 50 to cover.
Fuck. Okay, well, I want to hear this story sometime.
Okay.
All right. Continue.
Okay. Sex and sex positivity. Let's get slutty. Okay. My position on sex has changed dramatically over the past year. Like I thought I was very progressive before, but man, like now I am okay.
Did you just see something shiny?
No, I just thought of something. Okay. It's just a memory. So, crap. Now I got distracted. I looked at the cat.
So the way you felt about your view on sex at the beginning of the year versus now has changed drastically. No,
if you would have told me that I would be open to semi-open relationships before, or I should say ethical non-monogamy or any type of like, anything in that category, I would have been like, nope, not for me. It's great. It works for other people. But now it's like, I see the benefits to it and how much more fun you can have when you're not. Nothing wrong with monogamy. If it works for you, that's great. I don't know that it works for me anymore.
Very interesting. And you know, things that might change in the future. You might change your mind later. You might realize it's not working for you. But that is up to you.
It is. It is up to everybody to decide what they want to do with their own relationship.
Right. I mean, if you would have told me that, like, I'd start being like, I'm asexual. People on the asexual spectrum still have sex sometimes, and like for so many different reasons. And I might fall into that category. Maybe. I'm not confirming or denying that right now, because it's something I'm working out, and I'm gonna go at my own pace. But like, even the fact that that's a possibility, like a year ago, I'd be like, no, I'm a slut, and it's like, well, like, yeah, but like, but still, like, the way you like the things that turn you on and the reasons you have sex, like, are very not very typical, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Not that I'm like super kinky or anything. It's just like a lot of it like doesn't even have to do with sex. So it's very interesting. Anyway,
I learned a lot about you in that last episode.
Yeah, I think I'm just a big fucking softie, is what it comes down to.
Aw. Well, you're not too much of a softie because you don't like cuddling.
I love closeness of the mind and soul, which I don't believe in a soul, but like,
I know what you mean by it, though.
Yeah. Like having conversation and feeling seen is like,
yes,
I get off, man. I get off to it.
Intellectually stimulating conversations, being entertained for hours, that is the absolute best.
Or just feeling like appreciated, like as like a person, and
I
just
appreciate you, Hannah.
That's making me horny. Sorry. A joke. Okay, moving on. It's more than that. But that's the baseline. Like, you know, like that's a requirement in order for things to go that direction. Typically.
Okay, I gotta disagree here. Cuddling is also great fun. It doesn't have to be intimate. Like, dude, I have cuddled with some of my girlfriends, like friends. Like, you can cuddle in a purely platonic way. That is another thing.
Intimacy can be platonic.
Okay. All right.
Like feeling like just a close, deep connection with someone, or feeling like safe and secure with someone.
Have to be a connection like with cuddling. It can just be like two people just cuddling because they like touchy-feely stuff.
So you like casual cuddling?
Absolutely.
Interesting. You're a very like cuddle slut.
Yes, I am. Dude, I am totally a cuddle slut. Yes.
Amazing.
Dude, second Rarity, cuddling fucking rocks. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I have to be in the mood for it.
Dude, I am almost always in the mood for cuddling. I mean, I can't do it like all day, every day.
What if it's too hot?
Okay, if it's too hot, then it will be just like the arm. But dude, when it's cold, like winter right now, oh my God, I love snuggling.
Yeah, it's like snuggling up. But are you ever in like a mood where you're like, I don't want to be touched? Or do you just always want to be touched?
That does occasionally happen. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it just happens to me more.
Like sexually or cuddly. There are times where I'm just like, not right now.
I know I'm playing with my hair a lot, and I know it's not professional, but when did I ever say I was professional? Also, I got new bangs for anyone who didn't notice for the past couple of weeks, and it drives I don't quite get them yet. So just please bear with me. I know I'm touching my hair a lot. You don't have to say it. And I doubt anyone was going to anyway. But anyway.
So Temple Jonas, how's it going? It's going well. No, there will not be any Bigfoot callers on this show.
Unless you dated Bigfoot, I don't want to hear about it.
So this show in particular is for dating, relationships, and sex. The show you're referring to is on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. That's where we get like Bigfoot callers and God and ghosts and aliens and stuff.
But unless you
That's
dated
every season.
Bigfoot, unless you dated or had sex with Bigfoot, God, ghosts, and aliens, it's not for this show.
So wait, someone could call in if they've had sex with a ghost?
I want to hear that story.
I do too. I mean, they did it on Ghostbusters.
On Ghost. Oh, I don't know why I thought you said Mythbusters.
No.
Can you actually have sex with a ghost? Jamie and what's his face are gonna find out. Well, they get fucking railed by a ghost after this break.
I would love to find evidence for ghosts, like legitimately.
Me too. I want to bebop around with ghosts. I want to have ghost friends, like straight up. I want to be a ghost so
Can
bad.
you talk for just 1 second?
Sure.
Well, I need 10 seconds. That's it. Maybe
He
5.
needs 10 seconds. I'm going to talk about how bad I want to be a ghost. I think it's because I grew up with stuff like Beetlejuice, and I assumed that I would go bebop and down wherever in Halloween Town with Jack Skellington when I died. And I'm super disappointed that that's not a thing. So they say atheism's a choice. Well, if I could choose, I would be a ghost, and I don't believe in ghosts. So that's I don't know what else. Oh, you have a
Sorry,
bird.
I just wanted to get Band-Aid on for the last show of the year while he was down here watching me.
It was super important.
Yes, it was super important.
I meant
So
that.
Band-Aid, for those that don't know, he's having a real tough life right now.
Because you
We
got a new cat.
A brand new kitty who's like this big and so freaking adorable.
But Band-Aid's not happy because
Band-Aid's not happy. It's cute because she's trying so hard to play with him. Like she keeps like fake attacking him or like running around, and he just keeps hissing. And she's like, hello, like play with me. And he's like, will you fuck off and leave me alone, please?
oh, it's like
And
me.
I'm happy in this regard is I was worried that he was going to hurt her because he can be aggressive. But like the dude, Band-Aid doesn't get scared. You got to understand, this is a guy who had 2 pit bulls running away because he attacked them so hard. Like, he's no punk. But whenever this new kitty chases him, Band-Aid hisses and then runs away and will keep running.
Nervous.
Like, he won't, and I'm so like, I hope it stays like this. I don't want him to attack, but it's so weird seeing him run away. So
I think he's like, I don't want to hurt you, so I'm gonna have to walk away from this situation.
I hope he's being mature, and that's what it is.
If you continue, I will hurt you. So I'm going to be the bigger adult and remove myself from the situation. Aww. But he's not the prince of the castle anymore.
Oh, they're asking if there's an after show. Yeah, a few minutes.
Yeah, I have tomorrow off, man. It's Friday.
So do I. I wish I had a drink. I could really go for one.
You're the one who said we were going to pour glasses of wine, and I just substituted it for whiskey, and then you literally didn't come with one.
I've got, does Propel count?
Unless it's spiked. I don't think so, buddy. You don't have to drink alcohol to have a good house. You don't have to drink alcohol to have a good time, but I quite enjoy it. So Holy Kool-Aid says, who's that? I'd have sex with a ghost at least once. Don't knock it till you try it. Well, babe, if I do fulfill my lifelong dream of coming back as a ghost, I will find you, and we're gonna bang it out, ghost style. Ooh.
And Exceptionally Average corrected me. Yes, it was actually a blowjob in Ghostbusters.
That's what happened. I just remember there was like a chick floating on this dude, and then he like rolled all around, and I was like, what's happening?
No, she undoes the zipper, and then he like rolls his eyes back. Did you see the new Ghostbusters movie, by the way?
New as in like years ago?
No, like the one that just came out like 3 weeks ago.
I did not know that was a thing. I don't watch TV. I don't know.
Dude, okay. Spoiler alert.
You can't do that.
No, I have to.
Plug your ears, everybody. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. You have to see it because the OG Ghostbusters come back.
Why would you fucking tell me that? What's wrong with you?
Because they come back. You have to see it, dude.
Yeah, but like that ruins like they're in the movie.
It's been like 3 fucking months.
So guys, I am now taking over the pickup line and I'm looking for a new co-host. If you're interested, hit me up.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for ruining it.
It's fine. I probably wasn't going to watch it, to be honest. Like, OG Ghostbusters for life. I don't know. It's probably a fine movie.
Okay. The new one they did in 2016 was like a piece of crap. This one is legitimately worth seeing, in my opinion. I think it is really well done. It's got great character development. It connects to the original Ghostbusters timeline. Yeah.
All right. This podcast is not about Ghostbusters. We're moving on.
Thank you. But this is a great time to get to our next topic, which was ADHD.
Well, that's still a thing.
Yep.
Moving on.
Well, for those that don't know, Hannah and I both have really bad ADHD, so we get distracted. I think I get distracted a little bit more than her.
That's so funny because I'm not medicated.
Okay. So next, the show after that was What a Frickin' Day. And I remember we both had really bad days, but I don't remember why I was having a bad day.
Because at the end of the day, you look back and those little problems, it's like they never even mattered. I don't think that's true. I think pain is valid when you're going through it. Like, absolutely. It's just sometimes you forget what you were upset about because so much shit happens, man. I think someone had called in and made me cry in a good way-ish, or at least touched me inside, or I was just having a bad day and started crying. I don't remember. It was something like that. Okay. Pretty on brand for me. I got over emotional about something.
You don't do that often.
Like, emotional, like, it isn't like not even necessarily like in a like it has a bad connotation, but like I get overly emotional about like good things too. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm animated. Let's go.
Next up is lockdown, which I'm experiencing right now because we have been quarantined, had to quarantine on Christmas because we were exposed to someone with COVID. Fortunately, taken 2 rapid negative tests so far, waiting for the PCR to come back. And right now, dude, in Illinois, at least in the Chicagoland area, PCRs are getting delayed by 2 weeks. So you go and get tested. Yeah. And you don't get your results for 2 weeks. A lot of good backups. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I don't live in Illinois, but like I'm sure it's like probably going to be similar like in a lot of places because of Onision or whatever it's called. I'm kidding. I know what it's called. I just like that joke. Anyway.
The next episode after that is Can You Be Friends with Your Ex? Yep. But I think, you know what we didn't, what'd you say?
I said, yep. I think I still stand by that.
But I think another thing we should have covered in that episode is should you be friends with your ex?
Listen. Sorry. I was expecting to interrupt you, but you stopped talking, so I felt really weird. I was like, wait.
You said, listen.
So, the other day, something really exciting happened. I've been playing this new game, Valheim, right? It's kind of a spinoff of like Valhalla, like, you know, Afterlife of Vikings and shit. And I've been playing with Thomas, and my ex also plays. And I played with my ex at one point, like when I first started playing it. And then I was like, Thomas, you'd really like this game, play with me, and we're hooked on it. I got my ex and my current boo to play all together, like with me. We were all on the same server. And it was really fun. And they got along great. And that was the first time they've like interacted with each other. And I'm like so fucking happy right now.
That is awesome. Good. I'm happy for you.
They're both fucking great people. Just like it didn't work out with one of them. And like, honestly, I feel like I don't know how to say this. I hope it does. I want it to come off in a good way. So I've been secular pretty much my whole life. But the person who really kind of sparked my interest for philosophy and like actually like giving a shit about like critical thinking and stuff, like I did care, and I went through my angry atheist phase, but I realized that I still had a lot of like silly beliefs that like I had no reason to believe, and I started to deconstruct even more, kind of because of my ex. He really got me into Cosmos, and I went and saw a lecture by Neil deGrasse Tyson with him, and so like I don't know that's and then I found Cosmic Skeptic because of kind of my interest changing, and then that's when I found Holy Kool-Aid. So it's Skye, it's all your fault that I met Holy Kool-Aid. But like, I feel like it kind of shaped me and like in what I wanted in a partner in a way. Just it didn't happen to work out with my ex, but what I'm trying to say is they're very similar as people. Like, so I figured that they'd get along, and I'm really happy that it was a good interaction. Except Thomas, little cheeky ass, hops into the server, into the voice chat with my ex and says, "What's up, Eskimo bro?" First thing he says. And I was like, fucking kidding me? Yeah. And I was just like, because I literally was like, would you like
believe Thomas said that?
I mean, my ex laughed. Like, it was funny. Like, they both have good sense of humor, so thank goodness. But like, I was so embarrassed because I was like,
So
play
here's my
nice,
question.
play nice. Don't be macho. Like, you don't need to be jealous for any reason.
For those that don't know what that means, do you want to explain it, or should we move on?
Also, a lot of people argue that the term Eskimo is derogatory, and I'm sorry, but I'm referring to the phrase that, which now I'm thinking that this is probably like a really like bad thing to say if you really deconstruct it. But anyway, the phrase Eskimo bro means you both fucked the same chick. And it's been a saying around for a long time. I'm really sorry if it's problematic. I'm realizing that whatever. He knew it. It was, God, this is so fucking hard. I quit. It's a thing people say. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Maybe we shouldn't say it. I won't say it anymore.
Nobody's putting pressure on you not to say it.
I'm putting pressure on myself.
Okay. All right. So no more.
Like I realize as I get older, and it's like these things that were just normalized, and then you realize, like, maybe like that's a problematic thing to say. Anyway,
next subject. Well, or next, can't talk. The next episode was communication, which, as we all know, is important. After that was consent.
That was a hard episode.
Yeah. And oh man, I wish I remembered what I went to this sex convention, and I saw the absolute best way to cover consent with a certain analogy, and not an analogy, oh my God, I can't get the words out. Acronym. But I can't remember what the fucking acronym is now.
Consent.
Were you going to say BDSM? Uh-oh, you're freezing.
Oh, well, that's because I'm looking at something. Fries.
Yes. How did you remember that?
Because I'm not actually frozen. I just switched my Oh, wow. I switched my browser to see if I could just Google it. So am I just frozen right now? Do I look stupid?
Yeah, but that was, there, now it looks good. Fries it is. Can you rehash what the fries stands for?
No, because I closed the browser and I don't want to freeze again. I don't want to fries again.
Damn it.
I'll look it up on my phone.
Hang on. Okay. Freely given, reversible, informed, enthusiastic, and specific.
All right. See, I don't like the enthusiastic part because sometimes it's fun to go, oh, don't do that. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're not going to get into the conversation of, is it consent, non-consent, or
non-consensual? Yeah. Non-consensual.
Consent, non-consensual.
Right.
Where you have consent to do non-consensual things, but that initial
non-consensual.
Consent, right.
Well, yeah, they're not going, ugh, I guess I'll do that. Like when you're having the conversation about what your boundaries are.
Exactly. Like it needs to be like, yes, I want to do that. Yes, I'd enjoy that, enthusiastically.
Yeah. But it's different from like role playing and being like, oh no, don't touch me there.
Yes. That is
all right. What was next, man?
Maintaining friendships. So when you get in a relationship, how to continue to maintain friendships.
Do not let people isolate you.
No.
From your loved ones. If that is happening to you in a relationship, that is a major red flag. I don't know if that's something we covered in that episode, but it's important. It's like first sign. You're like, do they like make me feel bad about like having free time like away from them with other people? Check into that. Man,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking too much. I mean, this is a talk show.
No, I think we've been both going like, look, we're not even a fraction of the way through and we're 45 minutes into this episode.
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah. We wasted 20 minutes talking about nothing.
No, it was amazing.
It was good. We haven't had an episode where we've just gotten to vamp and bullshit for quite some time.
I hope you guys are having fun.
I am. An Entropy fan says enthusiastic doesn't exclude CNC roleplay. What it means that it's for mutual enjoyment. What's CNC roleplay?
Consent, non-consent.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm guessing, but
is that it? An Entropy fan, please, if you could confirm.
Yeah, let us know.
After that is jealousy, which we all know exists. Like there is some jealousy in all relationships, but it shouldn't be excessive and turn into controlling or limiting, what you can or cannot do.
Yeah, it's also something you shouldn't feel shame for feeling because it's a very normal human feeling.
Absolutely.
And just acknowledge that you're feeling it. And, it's a work in progress. Sometimes it's totally fucking justified. Like if someone's doing something that you didn't discuss beforehand with the other person and you're going to feel jealous and upset, that makes sense. But jealousy is a super normal emotion. That
absolutely
can be worked on if needed.
After that is love languages, which also you and Thomas did an episode of.
Oh, fuck, we did it twice?
Yeah, we did do it twice. But I think, if I'm being honest, I think yours and Thomas's was better.
Really?
Yes, it was such a good episode.
That's because you felt so validated by his like absolute like hunger for cuddles. You both are cuddle sluts. You know what? You and Thomas should cuddle.
I don't know if I'm there yet with him.
We'll get there.
We'll get there? Okay.
He's a cuddly boy.
I love cuddling, as I've already expressed. So,
yeah.
Okay. So the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
My favorite is receiving gifts. Give me shit. Just kidding. It's not. It's quality time because I am an attention whore.
Mine's physical touch and quality time.
Sorry, I had a whiskey burp.
That's okay. Man, I really wish I had a drink right now, but I shouldn't be saying that because there could be people watching who
feel the same way and cannot just go get one after. Okay, changing the subject. Sorry.
Hey, don't stop apologizing. Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. Did I take my meds? I'm so like stressed about everything. Okay.
I don't know. You are stressed, but either way, I think it's making for a good episode.
I'm making a spectacle of myself is what's happening.
Okay. Recovering from a long-term relationship.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's we can't really cover that in 2 minutes. So moving on.
It's hard, man.
So earlier we had an episode called Let's Get Slutty, Sex Positivity. Then we had an episode called Let's Talk About Sex, where we just talked about sex. So
how about that penis and vagina stuff?
What?
Crazy. I'm talking about sex.
Oh, okay. Sex is good. I went years without it. It was not a great period in my life. That's for sure. And going from like a completely inactive sex life to a very active sex life is a very big change, which is also really, really nice. It definitely improved my mental health. That's for sure.
I don't know what the longest I've gone without sex was. A couple months, maybe. Not trying to brag or anything. I'm just genuinely not sure.
Well, a couple months isn't that long, so I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
After that, we did relationships and loss.
I was not there for this one.
Was this the one with Holly?
And Dave.
and Dave Warnock, yes, where
I watched it and I got really emotional.
Yeah, it was an emotional episode where Holly talked about the loss of her husband, and Dave was talking about, like, you know, he has a terminal illness and
his ALS, yeah.
right. So if you have time,
that guy.
I'd recommend checking out that episode.
He also has is his show called Dying Out Loud? Because I know that he gives talks and he usually titles them Dying Out Loud. And he gave that talk at the Recovering from Religion getaway, because I don't remember if we don't call it a retreat, right? Excursion. There we go. Recovering from a Religion excursion. He gave that talk there, and then he talked about that at Faithless Forum. And man, that guy reaches into my soul and rips my heart out. I love him so much.
He's so loving and so filled with life. Like, he's just such a great dude. And Ameet Mathew knows the name of the show. It's That GD Show, which I produce, for those who don't know.
There we go. Thank you.
It's every Monday at 6 p.m. Central. And That GD Show does not stand for That Goddamn Show, but it stands for the Genevieve and Dave Show.
That goddamn show.
Goddamn. Then we called, and we had an episode called Whatever. It was, if I recall, you had said to me, we hadn't had an episode about, like, just whatever, us talking in a long time, and we needed one. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So
we just wanted to shoot the shit.
Yeah. So we just got on and shot the shit for an entire hour.
I've missed that. Ooh. I've missed this. We've had some good episodes, but it's fun to shoot the shit with you.
Next one is sex toys, which, guess what? I'm not going to blush this time when we talk about sex toys.
Are you not going to?
I'm not going to blush. You could talk about any sex toy you want, and I'll keep a straight face.
Did you know that sometimes people will vacuum seal their entire bodies and put, like, a penis pump thing on just their penis, and that's, like, the only part of their body that's exposed while they're completely being vacuum sealed? That's not a straight face. You look very perplexed.
I am perplexed.
I saw it on
Pornhub. Serious?
Yep.
So wait. Run this by me one more time.
Don't know how I found this. You can speculate all you want, but I'll never tell. Sometimes I just get real fucking curious about what's out there in the world. I have seen people get their entire bodies vacuum sealed. The only exposed part of their body is their penis. And it's in, like, those things that are like... I don't know what it is. It's just like a penis pump.
Those do... Wait, is it a penis pump, or is it one of those things that, like, pleases them?
It's not like a flesh. It's kind of like
they're flesh.
It's, like, way more intense looking. Anyway, if you're curious,
I'm a little curious.
Check it out, dude. It's fascinating because I'm just
Can you send me a link for this? Because I don't even
know
what
if, like, you don't feel like that's me totally. Okay, what?
Whoa. What just happened?
We're getting spammed by FK and OBs.
I got him.
We're smeared. No, because Josh McCuter Josh is also saying it.
Hang on. Got him. Wow, that's the fastest spam I've ever seen.
Gary.
Man, holy
I'm not
crap.
even mad. It's just funny. So anyway, I feel like there's going to be more.
Thank you. Fortunately, we have amazing... Dude, I've never seen anything like this before, actually.
I wonder, is this just like a bot, or does someone hate us? Because, like, I want it to be a person who hates us because I want to be important.
We probably have someone who hates us. Dude, I can't keep up with all these.
Dude, that's super funny. We should just keep the show going longer just to spite them.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Massive wiener. We're smear. Well, it's actually kind of, like, on topic because, like, scat play is a thing. We should just, like, start a new chat in Discord.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's only 5 minutes left in the show.
Yeah, so you kind of came at the tail end, so good fucking job. So anyway, hey, Secular Rarity's got it. Let's keep going.
Okay, sorry. You're right.
I'm going to close my chat. I'm sorry, guys.
Yep. Okay.
I hope it's someone who hates me. It makes me feel powerful.
I'm sure it is someone who hates us because they had to create a bot like to do this. Like,
and it's not even advertising anything.
No.
I have haters. I'm fucking famous.
I know. We got someone creating a bot to fight us. Like, cool.
Dude, I'm a fucking legend.
Okay. So anyways, moving on. We got 5 minutes left in the show. Where
what was next? After we did Dave Warnock's thing and Holly.
What was after that? What we did, whatever. Then we did sex toys. Then funny sex
that's when
stories.
I started talking about vacuum sealing.
Oh yeah, are you gonna get me a link for that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna post it here, but I'll send it to you privately.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what was after that? Ethan's so distracted right now.
I know. You know what? Funny sex stories. Which if you ooh, we got a caller too.
We have a caller. Is it a real caller?
You know what? We got 5 minutes left in the show. I don't think we're gonna have time to take it. So we're just gonna go with we're not gonna be able to take that call right now.
Smeared by Reformed. I don't know what that means.
No. Oh. Yep. The Reformed Stoic called in too.
Who? Take it.
Whoever created this bot called in.
Oh, we should go off live and just take it, just to hear him out.
Okay, I'm down to do that.
We're not going to give you any screen time, but I'm curious what you have to say.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick.
We have 3 minutes left. We'll wrap up.
Let me thank our top tier patrons: Cindy Plaza, Left Right Left, Kenneth Leonard, Skye, JumpandShoot, Oz, Secular Rarity, Philip Leitch, Kaitlyn Beyond, Toast, Richard Gilliver, Sunset Sarge, Ameet, Mathew, Ray Sylvester, Kyle Brewer. Thank you so much for your patronage.
Love you guys.
Okay, so funny sex stories, trauma, managing expectations, what atheists want in a relationship, BDSM, activism.
Baddies don't study maths.
Kinks, sex convention, when I went to a sex convention, poly relationships versus open relationships. Yes, there is a difference. Swingers. Oh, man. We have to do a follow-up on swingers.
We should do a swingers panel.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I am down to do that. Then dating and divorce, friend breakups, recovering from religion, relationships.
Stoic, let's be real, you don't have a girlfriend.
And abuse. No. If he had the time to do all this, he definitely does not have a partner.
Oh my gosh.
Dating or friend breakups, recovering from religion, relationships and abuse, relationships and addiction, nudism, and then love languages, and then relationships and depression, and then relationships and asexuality.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to turn on slow mode, so I apologize. I can't do that. Otherwise, I would. But everyone, I hope you all have a safe. Yeah, Kevin Chaos, you're right. Most persistent spam bot I have ever seen. I'm honestly, I feel truly honored by this, that someone took the time to do this.
Turned on, man.
Anyways, like, subscribe. Have a safe and happy new year. Hannah, is there anything else you wanted to cover?
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? Like in the morning. Bye.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Be safe. And if you're going out for New Year's, please wear a mask. And
take an Uber.
Take an Uber. Yes, definitely. Do not drink and drive. Good night. We'll see you next year.
Bye.
Crap. Also, go to the Discord for the after show. Hannah and I will be on there in 2 minutes. Good night.